Oh, ho, 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 ho. Do I feel good today? What's up, universe? Welcome into your daily sports and sports betting brand of record. We call it Driving the Line. We're here every single weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live every weekend, on demand as well. Now, as we get into the dog days, every other brand is taking days off, reevaluating. We'll come back in September. We see you here every single day. Now, do not forget, we are the most transparent show in all of sports betting. And look who came strong yesterday. Two different people. Well, sort of people. The crew. You guys nailed it. Mariners, Yankees, over 8, 4 runs in the top of the ninth to carry you over. Well done. Can you make it 2 for 2? And then the man who's been carrying us lately, getting ready for Euros 2024. My man from the Dirty sweeping the board. Look at that. Do not forget, if you're coming to our brand for the very first time, our featured merch item of the week, the QR code is right there. We encourage you to get yours today. Spread the word of DTL because I hate unders. All right. Also, for those of you that are new, I need you to hit that like button on the way in. It really helps the show grow. And if you're not a subscriber, I encourage you to do that well. Now, I've got a partner. We like to call him our 5-tool player. We can't do it without him. Now, he comes to you live from the Sonesta Select, somewhere in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee. AB is just chilling. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. How's everybody doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Zach wants to know on Tuesdays, can we get a recap screen of the After Dark plays? Zach, in a word, no. Those are live plays, and if people want them, they will get them when we do the show live. But thank you for asking. But I'm glad Zach brought it up, AB, because last night, yet another fun night. DTL After Dark. How can the good people be a part of it next Monday?
They can. Very simple, right? You just click the join button, take your thumb if you're watching on mobile, pull it down. Join button's right beside the subscribe button. Just click that join button, or you could look at the show description and click the join link right there. Have y'all done 30 seconds, real quick, real easy? Man, get y'all set. Hey, you're right. It was profitable last night. Orioles.
It was.
Cardinals, Dodgers, Yankees.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Charles was made to do that. I mean, when that Dodgers hit, I mean, you called it. You said play their team total over 4.5, hit over 5.5. Let's ladder it, hit. You were nails too. Give yourself credit.
Thank you, Coach. Credit. Look, hey, you called it out first, though. Bullpen games. We love bullpen games, man.
Right. Thank you, Big J Parlay 79 Detail After Dark pays, and we'll get that merch out to our 2 winners as well. Okay. Without further ado, AB, we always play tribute to our good friend Howie Schwab. Can we go 2 in a row? What are the Howie Schwab crew play of the day selections?
I think we can go 2 in a row. All right. We're going to 1 game here, NBA, Eastern Conference Finals, game 1. You going Pacers plus 9.5. You going Celtics minus 9.5. Or you going over 221.5 or under 221.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. We will update as we always do at the end of the show.
One very important question before I bring in the stars from the chat, directly to you, AB. How was the pizza yesterday? Everybody wants to know, how was the pizza?
It was solid. All right. Sal's Pizza. It was pepperoni, sausage, and onions. Delicious.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Delicious.
And you're walking today? You're actually upright?
I hammered the whole thing, too. I put down some food now. That's not a joke.
Man. We know
put
that.
Down some food over here.
I tell you what, there is no question that when we're fully funded, as they call that in this business, that half of our partners are going to be food places. I already know that. I already know that. Sal's Pizza, as Raphael says. All right, enough messing around. We got business to attend to. It is a Tuesday, and that means, once again, we go 5 wide with the best in the game. It's time for the picks. And look at these glorious faces on a Tuesday morning. We start with the best beard in the game. You can call him Soupy. Soupy, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, crew. Fantastic. We've got our Final Fours in the NHL, in the NBA, and I don't care what anybody says. The NHL playoffs have been absolutely fantastic. No blowout games in these ones. Love it. I cannot wait for the Final Four coming up.
Well, clearly you were watching DTL After Dark because my man, the numbers guy, Raphael, told all of you, play the Oilers, play the under 5.5. What was the final score and who won there, Raphael? Oh, you were on the opposite side of that.
I had the Orioles. I had the Oilers, but the guy above me had the under. So hats off to Charles. The guy above me had it.
Oh, did I do that on purpose or did I make a mistake?
Probably you did.
What did you just say?
You poked a bear this morning. You're poking my bear this morning.
You're damn right I did. Now, and all kidding aside, today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Raphael, where are you going to be?
With you talking a little golf at Charles Schwab. Can't wait. Look at all these notes. I haven't done this much golf homework since I was lead odds maker at a book. So did my homework so far.
AB, Raphael's like the kid that sits at the front of the class because he's been on for the first time, and he's followed every direction that I ever give to any of our crew members to the T. Now he's trying to make everybody else in class look bad. What do you think, AB? Because it's, damn near perfect.
As someone who was the bad kid in class who sat in the back and passed notes and was loud, yeah, I'd have a problem with it. However, you know what? Get a little older and you start to realize those are the people that make everybody better. All right. Like, I respect it. Well done. Also, in the chat, real quick, our man Aaron, look, hey, happy birthday to your son, Preston, his 19th birthday. And TJ Parker called that 3-2 win last night. So well done, boys. But yeah, Raphael, at this age, I got to respect it. Well done.
Damn, that's not exactly what I expected, but I got to live with it. I've got to live.
Well, when I graduated high school at 24, like I would have been giving Raphael, I'd have been just pegging him.
You were the only kid with the full beard throwing his hat up in the air. Oh, I did it.
I'm like, wow, this 26-year-old kid can rake against high school pitching.
And speaking of rake, that's all we did yesterday. We raked in the cash after a perfect day. He gets our 15 seconds to start the show. Charles, it's yours.
Morning, Coach. Morning, crew. Yeah, the soccer gods blessed us with a nice day. So, and DTL Dark wasn't too bad either. So, in here, I thought it was going to be a lean card. So, yes, more tickets to come today. I have that feeling.
I always keep it real. I keep it real with you, right, Charles? As the leader of this brand, I like to keep it real.
Yes, you do, Coach.
All right, I have never seen a 15 seconds wasted more than that one right there. I got to be honest with you. It was a waste of 15 seconds. You got to do better. But you guys need to beat him because he gets it every day because he has the best days.
Sure.
Let's show up today. All right. Dustin says, laugh my ass off, Coach. You're damn right. This is where we come to laugh and have a good time. You can go somewhere else. You want to be negative. Now, where do we start today? Well, AB, I like to say, it's a saying that I have in the sports betting world. If you've got to play from the Switzerland Super League, then I believe they get to start first. Can that be a thing for DTL?
Put it on the board. That's one of the rules.
Put it on the board. It's one of the rules. Charles, start us off.
Yeah, we had Luzerne and Stade. The Swiss Super League season is also coming to an end with Luzerne pushing for a top 6 finish. The Lights have also enjoyed playing in front of home support, only losing 4 of their 18 home matches while averaging 1.3 team goals. Stade is the Salernitana of Switzerland. Already relegated, the visitors are simply playing for pride as they average 1.1 team goals away from home. With Luzerne pushing to score and stay just ready to end this season, I expect plenty of goals with the over 3.5 total full-time goals and Luzerne to score in both halves as I project a 3-1 type final score. And as always, these odds are courtesy of BetMGM.
I got to be honest with you. I'm taking shrapnel over here. The chat is absolutely coming after your boy, AB. They're saying Charles' bets speak for themselves. He can waste a minute if he wants. Damn, Randall, damn.
They're ornery on a Tuesday, like a group of Canadian geese in here.
You're right. They don't really know how to react because somebody showed up at 10:10, and usually that's like 10 minutes early. Daniel Greer, ladies and gentlemen, part of the crew in the chat right now. If you have any questions for him, put them in there. He'll answer them for you in real time. Yes, I know he's 10 minutes early. What can I tell you? The line at the elementary school wasn't that long today. All right, now, over to you, big boy, because you were the only one that was not here yesterday to feel the wrath of one Charles. But as I look at you today, I want to stick right now with just the baseball plays. I believe you have two. You're up.
Yeah, I'm going. This is one of my favorite plays. I like doing the first 5, and I like what it looks like a run line, a minus 0.5. But basically, you just have to get the Phillies to be winning after 5 innings. And this is a great one. Ranger Suarez is looking like a Cy Young this year. 8-0, 1.37 ERA, 0.76 whip. Absolutely fantastic. They're going against John Gray. The 2.08 ERA looks great, but he has a 44% hard hit rate and 8.1 hits per 9. The Phillies are 4th in hard hit rate. They're 5th in hits per game. And John Gray is 0-3 with a 9 ERA in Citizens Bank. So I think he's going to get crushed early on in this game. And then we're going to move to Javier Vasquez, over 5.5 strikeouts, 40% strikeout rate against the Angels lineup, who are 19th in strikeout ratio. He got this in his last start, 8 strikeouts against Oakland, another AL West opponent. I think he's going to get another high strikeout game today.
All right, so that is just to be correct, because sometimes we make it's Christian Javier is the pitcher, Soupy. Christian Javier. Don't think producer man made a mistake. All right, he didn't make a mistake. I'm looking at the starting pitching right now. Griffin Canning against Christian Albert. All your information was correct. You nailed it. But I got to make sure I say the correct name. Don't get hot on me, Super.
Gotcha.
Don't get hot on me. Producer man. This man stands on it. He stands on it. Never makes mistakes. Not true. All right. Now, Raphael, let me come over to you, big boy, because we have a little more baseball that AB will get to. But I need to go because I told you last night I wanted more WNBA. You said, Coach, I got you. And then let's pivot to the game 1 tonight. You like a certain way of betting Pacers, Celtics, game number 1. Give me both of yours, please.
Well, you want my NBA or WNBA? I thought you wanted my WNBA.
What did I just said? I said I wanted both. What does that mean?
Oh, I apologize. Give me the Pacers team total over 105.5 today. And more I looked at this game, the more and more I think about we might see the Celtics like we've seen years past in the playoffs. Maybe they start off slow. I would not be shocked if Indiana steals this one or cover, and I just think we're going to see a lot of points scored in this one. One of these games, I know Boston scored 130 points. We've seen points scored in this matchups between these two teams game after game after game. I think we're going to see a high-scoring game. I know I have that bet with the coach, but it would not shock me if we see game 1 go over and then defense played 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I still win my bet. But I think that we're going to see a lot of points. That's where like the Pacers team total over 105.5. And then in ladies hoops, I know I'm not running to the window to bet either of these teams at Washington or LA. They both have not won a game yet, but LA is at home. Their offense looks more potent than Washington does. I'm going to take the Sparks first quarter minus a half. Well, minus 1.5. It is minus a half right now. DraftKings moved it when we logged on. I'll still take the minus 1.5 or minus a half because I think the Sparks jump out early, and I'll take the Sparks in the first quarter. So I'm going to try to cash that ticket early and no sweat for the rest of the game.
AB, I was not aware that we have crew members that are able to run backwards as fast as they run forwards. Because did you notice how Raphael is now backing out of our bet by giving me compliments on predicting the over for tonight's game when he has, oh no, coach, no. It's going to be low score.
The 7-game series.
Oh, interesting.
Pacers steal this one. I'm calling it. Pacers steal this game.
Apparently he's called the Pacers steal this game. I think that the best one is DG in the chat.
What did DG? All right, you guys want to be Soupy thinks that's your rival, and you're laughing at that.
No, I'm not laughing at. No, I'm not laughing at that. That was like, I wasn't sure what he was going to say, and then I looked. I'm like, wow, he really went there. That's what it. Not that it was funny. I'm like, wow, he really went there. That's like shocking.
I gotcha. We may have an opening on Wednesdays and Fridays very, 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 very soon. All right. Charles, I got to come back. Look at Soupy just dying over there. That's all right. I'll take all the shrapnel. It's okay. Now, you were trying to teach me the pronunciation, Charles, of this next BTTS play for you. So I'm going to have you educate the audience at home. But understand this. If you ever disrespect me as a next-level soccer capper again, and you don't think I know how to pronounce some of these names, you and I will then also have said issue. Let me be clear. Boy, I turned the switch this morning. All right, Charles, I need one play, and I need a parlay, if you don't mind.
Yeah, understood, Coach. I got Basil and Yordan Alvarez. We have two more teams pushing for points in hopes of cracking the top 6 of the standings. Basil, they come in averaging 1.3 team goals at home, having scored in 78% of those matches. Yordan has been less productive on the road, averaging 0.17 goals, but they have scored in 67% of their matches away from home. These teams, they just tend to produce fireworks, so we'll go ahead and grab the both teams to score in over 2.5, which is cash in 2 of their last 3 meetings. And the parlay Coach spoke about, we're going to grab Luzerne first half team total over 0.5 and Basil first half team total over 0.5. It's around plus 120. It may have decreased just a little as well. Also, make sure everyone is like, sharing, and subscribing. We work hard to produce this for you. Also, show a little love.
Yes, Charles works hard to produce this for all of you, so please hit that like button. Charles,
when I said it, when it come out, I knew that was coming back on me. So
it's okay. I mean, I need a couple of days off, to be honest with you. Goats has a question for you, Charles. Luzerne already moved to minus 140 to score in both halves. Charles, do you like that?
It's on the fringe. Yeah, it's on the fringe. Yeah, I was worried about that. That line has been steadily moving since an hour or two before we came on. So I've been watching that. So that's on the fringe. That's as high as I would take it. So you may even want to see if you can get it live as well. It will dip. But, yeah, that's as high as I would go as minus 140.
I'm so glad you said that because we talk about live betting all the time. The other day you gave me a live play privately, and the team scored so fast. They scored like 2 minutes in, and we wanted the over 1.5. It was impossible. I looked, and the live line was like minus 1950 on 2 goals on that particular game. It's crazy. It's a guessing game. But if you can wait till 10 or 12 minutes in, you can bring that number way, way down. Charles, thank you very much, buddy. We appreciate it. All right. Soupy, you've gone. Raphael. Mercifully, you did both, I believe. Now, AB, let me come over to you because some people call it the regionals, super regionals, and College World Series. For you, we call it Christmas morning for a month. You're up, big boy.
It is Christmas morning, and we are starting with the conference tournament season portion of where we're going here. So understand that this week is all about motivation and Selection Sunday seeding. Not every team is going in trying to win their conference tournament. I'll give you a perfect example. Tennessee comes in as the SEC regular season champion. They don't care about the SEC tournament because all that does is burn their arms. It makes no sense for them to want to go long, lose, and get out, all right, and get ready for regionals. But some of these teams do want to win one, and these teams are right in front of us. Duke, money line. Florida State, money line, plus 185. Then Illinois money line and ECU money line, minus 105. These two teams should be set up for success today and get it going. That's where we're going.
AB, I can't wait for the people that don't watch the show live and then they bitch at us on Twitter. And I'm telling you right now, listen to that analysis. Listen to why some games could be 16-15 this weekend. You heard it right there. It matters. It's kind of like in soccer with cup games and stuff. You got to look at the motivation and what do they want to accomplish? What's important to them? AB, as always, thank you very much. All right. So I believe everybody has gone. So as Tony said in the chat, Charles has a new nickname, the producer. That
Nice.
might stick. So, Charles, if you don't mind, I got a couple of topics I would love to get to. Would that be okay with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then, it's time to educate and entertain. Oh, shout out to Scott. Hey, Coach, I just got my 2 shirts. Thanks to you, man. Take a picture. DM me on Twitter. We'll put it up on our X. Glad. See, we actually do send them out. It takes a little bit of time, but we actually do send out our merch. Scott, I'm glad you got those. Damn, that took me a minute. I need an assistant. I need an intern. If there's any interns out there watching, I need your help. All right.
Yeah.
Tonight, game number 1. And Raphael, you're our numbers guy, so of course we have to start this discussion with you, big boy. There are 3 names at BetMGM that top the points list. You're going to give me an answer from both teams. Here's what we're looking at. And these are the over-under numbers for player prop totals. Siakam, 20.5. Halliburton, 19.5. Miles Turner, 15.5. On the Celtics side, Tatum, 29.5. Jaylen Brown, 25.5. And Derek White, who is really off when it comes to scoring in the last series, but he is the 3rd highest player prop total for the Celtics at 16.5. Raphael, which player on both sides do you think has a good first game?
Well, I'm going to go with the Celtics, a guy that's not going to have a first game. I'm going backwards. I'm going to say Tatum under and give me, and I'm going with the big guy in Indy over Turner. I love what Turner's been doing. His last 3 games all 3 of those has hit that number 15.5. I'm actually shocked it wasn't 16.5 on this game. Just the way Turner plays against Boston. We've seen some high scoring games when these two go. That's why I kind of lean against, coach, over in game 1. But I think Tatum could be MIA today. That's why I'm leaning towards Pacers. I'm hoping to get 10.5 or maybe even more. I think Boston moneyline money will be coming in all game long. We might see a 10.5. So I'm looking for Tatum to be MIA in this one, like he has in recent NBA playoff games, especially NBA Finals.
Quick question from Scott. I'll keep it right here with you, Raphael. Do you think it will take the Celtics a quarter to get going tonight? Because first quarter bets are very popular.
Yes, they've been off for a while. I mean, and let's face it, Indiana, granted they had a tough series against the Knicks, but they're loose. They're playing with free money. Again, they were 250 to 1 to win the NBA Finals. They're playing with house money right now. So I think they have no pressure on this one at all. So I think Pacers first quarter and maybe even first half could be something there. But can I go backtrack? I saw this on the chat. Robert wants to know how he can. Robert wants to know how you can bet horses on FanDuel. Robert, follow me on social media, and I can try to help you on the back end and stuff like that. So just follow me, and I'll try to help you navigate FanDuel's horses.
I say it all the time, guys. Crew for a reason. Can't do without my numbers guy, Raphael. Always trying to help. Selflessly, I might add. Selflessly. All right, Soupy, let me come over to you, big boy. So we've got Miles Turner for the over. We got Jason Tatum. Let's go under that 29.5. Also, kind of liking the Pacers to have a quick start. That's all from Raphael. What's your take? And give me a name on both sides you like tonight.
Well, I'm already going to take a guy that I picked going into this game. I'm taking Miles Turner because, Cristiano Porzingis is not going to be playing this game. So mainly going to be Al Horford playing in the 5. He does not have the mobility for someone like Miles Turner, who does shoot from the perimeter. 5.4 shots from 3 in the postseason, and he's shooting at 45%. And I believe that the Celtics are going to try to go after Halliburton. And if they pressure him, that is going to be a great opportunity for Turner down low to get those easy touches, get those easy boards. So I think it's going to be a big game for him. And then I kind of have to agree with Raphael. I don't think this is going to be a big game for Jason Tatum. He kind of started slow in the last couple of series, and he picked it up as the series went along. I don't think that the Celtics are going to lose. That's just not been their MO in the postseason. They win that first game, and then they kind of get a little cocky maybe, and they lose that second game. I think that's going to be sort of the MO again for this series. But again, Jason Tatum, I have to agree, is going to go under 29 points.
You can say it. You can say they get like Charles. Just because he's in the waiting room doesn't mean that you can't be straight with him. They get cocky. They get like Charles. Say it. Stand on your own 2 feet. Now, AB, Omar in the chat said it best. Best crew in the game. Omar, you're damn right we are. Now, AB, I'm coming over to you because tonight I could not be more excited for this particular game. Give me a name. I gave you the 3 with the Pacers. Again, Siakam, Halliburton, Turner. Other side, Tatum. And you can go either over or under. Your take. Tatum, Brown, and White. Excuse me.
So the Pacers side, Pascal Siakam. I could see Boston having some issues with him. Not only in the paint, but look how consistent that he is. 20 points, 20 points, 20 points. 2 for 3 at 3. 2 for 3 for 3, right? Like, he's very consistent. He is consistent tonight. It's going to help out Indiana tremendously Now, on the other side, Boston, Jaylen Brown. Here's the deal, though. 25, would you say 25.5 points?
Yeah, 25.5.
That's a big number.
Yep.
I don't think that he needs to do that for Boston to have a big game. Close, but not that. That is a large number. So I'm going to go with Derek White on the over because it's a much more attainable prop play here. But don't be mistaken. Jaylen Brown is going to come out firing threes tonight. So just be on the lookout for that. But I'll go with Derek White just because it is a much more attainable number. 25.5, I mean, that's tough for star players. Like that
it really is.
One ball and only so much time.
You know why you're brilliant, AB? This is exactly where I was going to go. The two faces of the brand, the two guys that stand up for ourselves. Now, Derek White's going to have a lot of open shots tonight. He was off the last series, but I'm going to agree with AB, and my selection is going to be Derek White over 16.5. He normally will get to 18 or 20 in a free-flowing game like this where we see a lot of points, where we see a lot of overs. And I'm telling you right now, Raphael, I'm looking right at you. I don't care if you're part of DTL Golf today at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I will take you down and laugh all the way to the bank when we go over 230 in every single game. And don't ask me to play that bet because I just overspoke myself. Now,
230, wow.
Anything else before I go to topic number 2?
That's a big number.
Do not try to roll. I see what you're doing. You're trying to get me to say something where I can't get out of it. I'm not going to do that as per the normal. All right, you guys know we love to talk about topics that could affect anything betting down the road. We try to make you a little bit smarter. Well, this one today drove me absolutely nuts, and so I'm going to ask my crew to weigh in. So this story came across, I believe I read it at ESPN.com, one of the .coms, and there is a recruit. And I thought this was right up your alley because you're part of a NIL collective, I believe is what you call it at Tennessee, which has been created to help recruit certain players because as we saw with John Calipari, that's part of the negotiations now. How much NIL money do you give me to then recruit players? So the University of Florida, Billy Napier is being sued by Jaden Rashada that he welched on a $13.85 million NIL deal, and they were supposed to give his father a check for $1 million the day he signed. And none of that happened. And now he clearly did not go to Florida, and he is suing Napier, boosters, and others. Is this opening up a Pandora's box, AB, that we can't put things back in? Because this is a slippery slope.
Let me say, first off, this is a bad lawsuit. He is not going to win this thing at all because it's not Billy Napier that's out here funding this thing or making contracts on this thing whatsoever. That's why you have a collective to begin with, so that it is not the head coach or even the school. That is why literally the framework of this exists. Now, here's the problem for Billy Napier. All right, whether it's truthful or not, doesn't matter. Bad recruiting. It's a bad look. Every house that he walks into that person knows, he's telling them. Now, might not be truthful. Probably isn't. That's a massive number, too. $13.8 million. What? My God, right? What do you buy, Pete Alonso? But I mean, still, like, it's just it's a frivolous lawsuit that will go nowhere, that will absolutely not win. But they're doing this just to get it out there and hammer back at Billy Napier. Here's also the problem. Next year at Florida, Billy Napier won't be the head coach of the University of Florida because he's not winning games. So it doesn't matter. But that's why you have a collective, so that it's not like on the head coach. Like the head coach is not out here like crunching the numbers. Not at all.
Interesting take, and you have such a fascinating perspective because you're a part of it at Tennessee all the time. And Raphael, after that, a lot of information that I did not even know. If a player thinks, even a 5-star recruit, $14 million to a kid that I've never even heard of, and I like to think I'm pretty dialed in. And I agree with AB. I think this is frivolous, but it's going to be front page news, and other players are going to think, oh, well, if this kid does it, maybe I should too. No, you should not. Your take, Raphael.
First of all, I think we should finger point more the parents than the kid. I have a feeling the parents probably had a lot to do with this negotiation. Well, give me a check of $1 million. I heard from recruits saying some of these families think the coaches are coming to the house to recruit have checkbooks with them, like they could just start writing checks for NIL money. No,
Right.
the Pandora box is open, but it's going to be shut. There's no way the NIL is going to continue to be like this. I would be shocked if it's like this in 5 years. Something's going to have to change, and if I had to put odds on this lawsuit, to know would be huge. It'd be like minus 1 million. This is just PR stunt, just raving Bill Napier in Florida to the ground for other recruits to say, hey, you know what? Don't go here. They told me this. They didn't give me this. There's no way this lawsuit's going to cash. This is just pretty much to spread Napier's name in the mud and the University of Florida in the mud. And their names are already in the mud because it was the last time Florida won something. Tebow ain't walking through that locker room, and Napier's going to be looking for a job next year.
Yeah, and I also think this kid, Jaden Rashada, doesn't understand the news cycle 24/7. You can bring something up, and the next day it's already into the wind because people have a lot more important things to talk about than this, Soupy. But if for some reason he's successful, this would be bananas. This needs to go away and go away quickly. Your take?
Yeah, but I think mainly it is because just to get this out, to just kind of throw Napier's name into the mud. You know, again, Florida hasn't done much in the last 20 years before, you know, they were back-to-back champions, and now I think it's this team called UConn that has done that last. But the NCAA is a business. It was a business for the schools, the coaches, that thing. Now it's becoming a business for the players. This guy just wants to get his back. He's not getting it. There's no way that this lawsuit even goes remotely far. But this is just to kind of show that the players are in it for themselves also, and that this is becoming a business. So I think it's, again, just to throw his name into the mud. It's not going to go anywhere. But again, the players are just trying to show that we want our money too. And that's why the NIL is just right now the Wild West. Like what with the transfer portal was, it sort of calmed down. I think now that's going to start happening with the NIL.
Some of you in the chat, excuse me, damn it, are talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. and being at war with Fanatics. Well, basically, the first-round draft picks sign a piece of paper. They sell their number one jersey, and they get a cut of it. Marvin Harrison said, I ain't doing that. And that's the war he's at with Fanatics. They can't sell his jersey until he signs a piece of paper, and he's not signing a piece of paper. Very, very fascinating. AB, go.
To end it, let me just say this, and I have heard this from not the collective I'm part of, but other people that I'm friends with that are in different groups, whatever, across the country. What you're going to see with these schools is the absolute Wild West for the next 2 years until the new legislation comes in, and it's coming, I assure you. So everyone that is worried about college football, trust me, they're working on it right now. It's going to take a little time because, I mean, welcome to the United States legal system, but it's coming. But every collective right now is saying there are no rules. We are going crazy right now, and when there are rules day one, we'll follow them. But right now, there are no rules. So just keep that in mind for the next probably 2 seasons. It's going to be wild out here, man, for sure.
I can't wait till the big 60-team super conference happens.
It'll be a guy named Greg. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It'll be a guy named Greg Sankey who will be in charge of all of that. He will be running college football. Look him up. His name's Greg.
Wasn't he SEC commissioner at one point?
Yep. Absolutely. He's the most powerful guy in college football. Well, besides Jimmy Sexton, but it'll be Greg Sankey who's running it.
Yeah, Jimmy Sexton, for those of you at home, is the agent to like every top college coach in America. Like if you're a top coach, you have Jimmy Sexton. By the way, quick question in the chat. Spelldog1522. You're asking, I'll take this one. I don't need to bring Charles in for this one. Luzerne and Stade over 3.5 goals. Is that an agent handicap? Total goals. Please explain how those bet cashes. I'm glad you asked. Basically 3.5 goals. They get to 4, you cash. If it's 3, you don't cash. It's the 0.25s and the 0.75s. Soccer, think of goals divided into 4s. And if you get in that 0.75, 0.25, you get like half or lose half. But this is an easy one. 4, you cash. 3, you don't. Hopefully that helps. All right, we're going to bring Charles back in. It's time for all of you lazy people that didn't show up at 10 a.m. Eastern time for the Whip Around. All right, thank you, Liddy. We're going to start counting down just like NFL. I like that countdown. Thank you. All right, Charles is back in. It's time to predict. And last night, Gunnar Henderson, Charles, was what, plus 450? And tonight, he is no longer plus 450. He's plus 225. Devers, red smoking hot. The chat's all talking about him. Ozuna, Tuck, and Giancarlo. You can't not hit in a double play with the bases loaded and one out. Stop it, Giancarlo. All right, maybe a little bitter. All right, Charles, let me come over to you, big boy, because we got reasons for all of these. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab the big bear, Marcell Ozuna, plus 325. I think we're going to see a ton of runs today in that game. So give me Ozuna plus 325.
Okay. So Raphael, Charles completely ignored the fact that Gunnar Henderson is hitting 4 straight and Devers 6 straight games with a home run. Your thoughts?
Yeah, a little shocked. I'm taking Rafael Devers, even though he spells it wrong, his first name. But plus 250 with all those home runs I saw on social media last night. I think someone laid $25 the first time Devers enrolled his home run every game. I think it's close to 6 figures right now. Crazy. I'll take the plus 250 on Rafael Devers.
All right, we've got a Devers, we've got an Ozuna. Plus money says pretty much could bet all of these. I know plus money. We have a reason for all of these. So, Soupy, I know we can't bet all of them. Where would you like to go?
I mean, Devers is heading into some very rare territory. Ken Griffey Jr., Don Mattingly, the only players to have a home run in 7 straight games. I don't like going with Red Sox, especially when a Yankee has this record, but I'm going with Devers tonight.
Interesting. I love how you're always able to separate your fandom from your picks. It's nice. You grew up in Connecticut? All right, AB, let me come over to you, big boy. We've got a little something, and I know you just like saying tuck to say tuck. So I'll say it for you twice now, maybe 3 times. Where are you going, big boy?
There we go. All right, Mark in the chat is correct. Wind is blowing heavy out at Wrigley today.
Ooh.
Marcell Ozuna could be a nice play. He hit 2 bombs yesterday in 2 games in the doubleheader for the Atlanta Braves. And you know that I love my man Tuck, but it's a gun show today, baby. Gunnar Henderson, I'm feeling it. I love my dude. He's on that Barry Bonds deal where he sees 1 pitch a game and is just bam, just putting them out left and right, hitting bolts, man. Yeah, give me Gunnar, man. I'm going in.
By the way, speaking of that, last night when we were doing it Detail After Dark and we were watching the Angels game, remember how fast they scored those 7 runs, right?
Crazy.
I was listening on the radio. I got in the car. I had to run and get some food. And 12 pitches to score 7 runs. 12 pitches to score 7 runs. Think about that for a second. That's almost impossible. Almost impossible.
It took the Braves 20 games to do that.
So true. So true. All right. If you guys want to participate, and we certainly hope that you do, you can go to our Twitter page at Driving the Line. There are 4 selections because, quite frankly, we cannot fit 5. But you can do a write-in vote. Please vote there, and let's all tout it all day on social media. Now, the whip around is where we go through every single pick one more time. One little nugget, 10 seconds or less. So, Charles, you had to dig deep today, but I'm so glad that you did. Let's start and give me everything, including the parlay.
Yeah, Swiss Super League, Luzerne stayed. We're going to grab the over 3.5 full-time goals in Luzerne to score in both halves. Next up, Basel and Jordan. We're going to grab both teams to score in over 2.5 and the parlay. Luzerne first half team total over 0.5 and Basel first half team total over 0.5.
Very good. I love that start. Day soccer, 2 of our favorite words here. Raphael, coming over to you. What do you got?
First of all, I'm going to go back a little bit. Derek White's first 2 games against Miami Heat in the playoffs, his team points was 11.5. Let that sink in. Pacers team total over tonight, 105.5. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Yes, I said it, Coach. And then in the WNBA, don't run and bet this game. Just bet this play. LA Sparks, first quarter, -1.5, -3 nickels. I think the Sparks jump out hot in the first half, and they'll probably blow the lead in the second half.
I'm just kind of letting that soak in for a second. Trying to get back on the same page with you. All right, I'm there. All right, Soupy, coming over to you. You got 3 big plays. Talk to me.
I'm going Miles Turner over 15.5. He's hit this in 3 of 5 games against Boston this year, and he's going to probably see a lot of Al Horford. Horford, 37 years old, can't move very well, so I think it's going to be a great game for Turner tonight. Phillies minus 0.5 in the first 5. John Gray, 0-3, 9 ERA at Citizen Bank. I think it's going to be a great game for him, or a great game for the Phillies against him. And then Christian Javier, over 5.5 strikeouts. 40% strikeout rate against the Angels, who are 19th in the league in strikeout ratio. Look for him to get hot early.
All right, AB, big boy, I love your analysis for the reason for these, and I'm telling you right now, follow my boy on social media. He's got you. AB, you're up.
The college baseball postseason is here. Give me Duke money line, Florida State money line at plus 185, Illinois money line, and ECU money line at minus 105.
All right, a couple of issues that I need to address before we get out of here. We love ourselves some Joe in the chat. But, Joe, understand this. We do things differently here at DTL. And he says, I don't want to be the guy. But in Vegas, we say a nickel and a dime for minus 115. We're not in Vegas. We made it very clear, Joe, that it is what, Raphael?
Minus 3 nickels. That's what I call it.
Minus 3 nickels. We do things differently here at the brand. We don't want to be like all the OGs in Vegas. $100 a week. For what?
I feel you, Joe. I feel you.
For what? All right. Now, the other thing, Liddy and Big Cheesy. You guys know I'm a man of the people. They said, Coach, you can do DoorDash. Were you not here for my $78 Pizza Hut story yesterday? AB, I feel I'm living your world right now. They're questioning my eating habits and actually going to get my food because I can't go to the grocery store because I'm leaving tomorrow for 5 days to call the PGA Tour. I got business to attend to, AB, so I can't do that. So I have to eat out. You feel me? I have to.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't just let the food die, like rot out there. Yeah, man.
What do you
let the
think
food die? Like,
thank you.
It's alive.
What are you guys talking about today? Charles started it all, and now you guys are coming at me with my eating habits? All right.
Joe said minus 15 pennies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am a little hangry today. I'll be honest with you. Soupy, where can we find all your stuff at, sir?
Bettingpros.com, fantasypros.com.
All right. And Charles is here every single day. Raphael, we'll see you today at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Give me a little tease. Maybe a player you like to win this week at the Charles Schwab.
There's one player that on the head-to-head matchup that I'm picking. Now, you guys, you golf pros out there are going to call me an idiot. I'm just leave it that way. He wears Puma. I'll just put it that way. But, so.
Marco Mira.
Leave it that.
Little Ricky.
We got a little Ricky sighting on DTL Golf today. Interesting. All right, gentlemen, great job as always. We will follow you all on social media and see you the next time. All right, producer man, you know it's time for the closing bell. All right. Where are we going today? 2 in a row for the crew. I just feel it. What is the Howie Schwab crew play of the day?
The crew is all over Z-Man's favorite city, Boston, Massachusetts. They're going with the Celtics. Minus 9.5. Feeling it. The old Larry Bird's bringing it today.
I didn't want to bring it up yesterday because, AB, I don't think anybody's listening right now. I don't think you understand the level of venom that Z-Man has for everything Boston. He got into it with Paul Pierce a couple of weeks ago. And did you see the story that Paul Pierce cut his finger, almost cut his finger off a couple of days ago? If you saw that, yeah, it's a true story. I didn't want to bring it up yesterday because I thought he would probably laugh. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he's
Paul
going to do.
Pierce. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've been to Boston multiple times. I've enjoyed myself tremendously. It's a great city, but I'm not gonna, one up my man. If he's got beef, he's got beef. I've had fun.
It's serious beef. I cannot tell you how many. It was within 2-hour drive for us back in the day in my WWE days, and how many times we drove back hungover. Why didn't we drive back the night before? Every time. But we just couldn't get out of our own way. AB, anything today as far as the brand is concerned? I know that there's a lot of things going on. Anything that we need to know about?
Nothing that we need to know about. I was looking and breaking down some college baseball stuff last night. The problem is that these things are so fluid. The teams that are here today, half of them are gone tomorrow, and then half of them are gone tomorrow. There's not a lot of help that's going to be put into breaking these teams down because they could all be gone in one day, right? However, what we will do is just keep you updated real time. Like I'll be around these games all day, the entire week. You guys will know everything you need to know beforehand. I assure you on that.
Always got you covered, top to bottom, left to right. Scott says, how about Calhoun's in Boston? They always took care of wrestlers. It's just like Chinese, Japanese restaurant. And you walk in and you're a wrestler, AB, you put your wallet away. Wallet away. Oh, they were very nice. Oh, we used to eat there every time we went to Boston. Shout out to Calhoun's. All right. Coach, you need to know that you're not promoting likes and the numbers are suffering. Liddy, I think we're going to be okay. But I appreciate you looking out for the brand. I really do. Every time you guys come in, hit that like button for me. That way we get a lot, and it really helps the algorithm grow.
Synergy right there.
Synergy. We love you, Liddy. All right, AB, I will see you on the other side. Producer man, thank you for the one shot. And understand, it is now time for you to go out into the world. Be kind to one another. Pay it forward. Be honest with each other. That's the only way that this thing can work. And understand that every single day we're working to get things better for you. And our target, football season. So you have any suggestions for us, go ahead and put them right here on this YouTube page that you are watching. We want to make the brand that you guys want because it's all about you. All right. It's a Tuesday. I got to go get ready to tape Behind the Turnbuckle. DTL Golf is a busy day at the Brands with an S. So understand there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My tiger, Lobo. Best beard in the game, Soupy. The man from the Dirty Charles. My numbers guy. Can't do it without him. Raphael. My partner, AB. And never forget about producer man. Always behind the scenes, making the show look like $1,000,000. I am the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about every single day right here on Driving the Line. Good luck.